Hey guys, welcome back to Bible Fun with the Dunns. Today we're studying Job 11. Let's get started.
Okay, Job chapter number 11 begins with a guy named Zophar, and he's talking to Job. Now, Zophar is such a good name. I'm going to make an announcement. This is, John has not heard this announcement, so you're hearing it along with him. Me and John's mom have decided that since Zophar is such a good name, we're going to go down to the courthouse and we're going to change your name from John Deacon Dunn to Zophar Deacon Dunn. What are your thoughts?
No.
Okay, all right, never mind. We'll just not do that then. Zophar is trying to talk to Job, and his problem is that he has a little bit of correctness, but a whole lot of wrongness. So he's got some good thoughts, but he's making them land in the wrong spot. And so his opinion is, his view is, that if you are good, then good will happen to you. But if you are bad, then what?
Bad will happen to you.
Bad will happen to you. Now, a lot of people live their lives like that. A lot of people think that if I'm good, then God will be good to me. If I'm bad, then God will zap me. Or if I'm good, God will bless me. And if they're bad, God ought to get them. The problem with that is the Bible tells us all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. It says there's none righteous, not even one. And so when we hear Zophar and Eliphaz and Elihu and Bildad, they're coming at Job about what they think he's done wrong. We don't hear a whole lot from them about them. And John's going to talk about that in just a second. Now, here's what I want you to remember. In the background of all of this, we have the stories that Jesus told us. Now, Job didn't know this because Job lived before that. But while you're reading this, I want you to remember the stories that Jesus taught. Now, John, do you remember the story of the Pharisee and the tax collector?
Yes.
All right, I know, briefly. All right, so here's the story. Jesus said, two men went in to pray one time. And one of them went in and he got close and the other stayed far back. And so the Pharisee looked at the tax collector and he started to pray. And he said, God, thank you that I'm not like all these other people. Thank you that I'm not like this tax collector over here, because I go to church and I pray and I read my Bible and I'm so good. Thank you that you have made me like me and not like him. Well, then the tax collector prays. And it says that he kept beating on his chest and he's showing he's deeply sad about something. That's what that meant. And here's what he said. He would not even lift his eyes to the sky because he didn't feel like he was worthy. And he just kept saying, God, have mercy on me because I'm a sinner. Jesus said one of those guys left that day right with God and one of them didn't. Who was the one that left right?
The tax collector.
That's right, the tax collector, not the Pharisee. And everybody was surprised because they thought, oh, the Pharisee's already right with God. And what is Jesus saying? Jesus is saying, basically, if you're going to come to God, you got to recognize that there's none righteous, no, not even one, not even a Pharisee, not even us who go to church. So as you're listening to all of these guys, think about that story and go, okay, do I think I'm better than I actually am or not? Now, John, after you've read this chapter, what did this make you think of? And this was good. John had good takeaway. What did you remember?
Okay, so all of Job's air quote friends are like criticizing him and saying, oh, he must have done something really bad to experience this hard time. And that made me remember a verse that I don't remember where it's found because I forgot. But I know what the verse said. It said, don't worry about the dust in another person's eye when you still have a whole wooden plank in your eye. And so I think they are just, they're criticizing him and they're not worrying about themselves. They're only worrying like, hey, Job must have done something really bad to experience this hard time. And yeah.
Okay. I like that. And I don't always remember where every verse comes from either, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's in your heart.
It's in your heart. That's right. Now, here's what I'll say is a few days ago, somebody made me mad. I'm not going to say who, because it's probably you. No, that's easy. Somebody made me mad on something they did. And I was in my mind and in my brain, I was like, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they, acted like this and this and this. And I was just kind of being a little judgy in my brain about it. And then I did something like the next day. And it was not what they had done, but it was like what they had done. And like right in the middle of me doing it, I went, oh no, I'm being exactly the way they were. So I was worried about the dust in their eye, but not looking at the plank in my own eye. I was worried about them before I was worried about me. And I was just as guilty. I want you to notice, I'm going to preach this chapter on Sunday. So you're already ahead of the game a little bit. But I want you to look real quick down to this bottom section where right at the end of the passage where Zophar is talking about what you'll get if you start serving God again. And he says in verse 18, you will dig all around you and take your rest in safety. So imagine you lived way back in the old times. And you wandered around from place to place in the desert. What do you think they were digging for in the desert?
Anything.
Okay. What do you think? They were digging for water. So when he says, you will dig down and you will take your rest in safety. Well, if they dig down and then they take their rest, they stay there. That means they found water, right? Okay, so Zophar says, if you'll just do what you're supposed to do, you'll be so blessed in life, you can just hang out right here and just enjoy. Can I tell you the part of Zophar's problem? We're going to talk more about this on Sunday. He was more worried about hanging out and being okay here than he really was about understanding there. And when he got understanding there wrong because he was looking at here wrong, it got his relationship with Job wrong. I'm going to tell you, where you put your eyes and where you decide to rest yourself is going to have far-reaching effects. It's going to affect the people around you, how you think, how you talk, how you act. And what the whole Bible is meant to tell us is our eyes better be on God. And if they're not, we're in the wrong spot. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep reading. We're going to talk about this passage on Sunday. You keep reading and ask God to give you wisdom in it. All right? Bye.
Bye.
Bye.